Okay, so fantastic news. You've got it under contract. You're headed towards purchasing your home. That's fantastic. You should have started that formal loan application by now. And we also have, from the point of contract, we've got about 15 days to do inspections. What's this really mean? It means you can have anybody you want go in and inspect any part of the property you want. Typically, we start with a home inspector. If there's a septic system involved, very commonly, you'll have the septic inspected or a well inspected. If it's city water and sewer, we typically don't have to inspect those. You may want a radon test. You may want a termite test. Your lender may require a termite test. But all of these are up to your discretion unless the lender requires it. The lender will not do any inspections for you, and the appraiser will not do any inspections for you. Some people think the appraiser does an inspection. The appraiser may determine that the house meets certain qualifications for the loan, but they don't do an actual inspection. So a home inspector is what you're going to hire. It's going to cost $350, $400, $500, even more depending on what you're looking at. And you're going to have them go in, they're going to go through the house, and they're going to issue you a report. Then you and I are going to sit down and go through that report and determine what is important to you. The home inspector's job is to point out any deficiency in the home that he finds. It may be as simple as a window not locking, a door not latching, maybe some missing caulk around the tub. Those are pretty minor things. Or it may be a broken rafter in the attic. It may be the air conditioner is not working. Maybe the roof is leaking. Those are much more substantial issues that we would expect to be taken care of. So once we've got our inspection, we're going to go through and we are going to put together a list of items that we want the sellers to repair. We get to ask one time for the seller to make repairs. The seller will then decide whether he wants to make those repairs and we head towards close, or not make all of those repairs, at which point you have the right to terminate the deal, or you can go ahead and pursue the deal with those repairs not being made. That's up to you. What I have found is that if we are reasonable about our requests on repairs, most sellers are reasonable on their willingness to make them. The one way to kill a deal is to take the inspection report, hand it to the seller, and say, I want you to fix everything in here. That is a virtually guaranteed way to terminate the contract because it's not typically a reasonable ask. So anyway, inspections are a very important part of this transaction. We want to make sure the house is suitable for moving into and ready to go. And we want to make sure it meets your needs and requirements. And that's what that home inspection is going to help us do. I hope this helped you. And guess what? Now we're ready for talking about the appraisal. That's coming up next.